you're standing out in the middle of the stadium, the anthem's going, you look into the crowd and you can see all the support. It's hard not to feel Australian.
The inside, Quade Cooper! Cutting back infield.
He's Australian enough to wear the green and gold, but not quite enough to officially become a citizen of this country. Did you ever expect there'd be a problem?
No, well, I didn't really think it would be a problem. I thought it was more of a formality.
Of course, Quade deserves citizenship. He's contributed very strongly to this country in sport, on and off the field, and I think he's a valued member of the community.
Quade Cooper came to Australia from New Zealand when he was 13 and has played for the National Rugby Union side for nearly a decade. He's struggling to understand why his application for citizenship has been rejected. Did you mention in your application form that you're a former Wallaby who's played 70 tests?
No, there was no box to put that.
People have picked up on, gee, that's strange. Someone who seems clearly to be Australian can't even get Australian citizenship.
To welcome you into the Australian family.
The case illustrates a feature of Australian immigration law that many would not be aware of. Since 2007, there's been a wide gap between permanent residency and citizenship.
I think it emphasises that those rules do exclude people that we would normally think are a full member of our community.
The trouble with Quade Cooper's case appears to be the rule that he can't be absent from Australia for more than 12 months in the 4 years prior to lodging the application. Despite his Wallaby pedigree, the 33-year-old has spent the past 2 seasons playing in Japan. A spokesperson for the Home Affairs Department told 7:30 there can be exceptions to this rule for people who are engaged in activities that benefit Australia or certain prescribed activities, but rugby union is not listed as one of them.
Being able to step out on the field, like I said, 70 times for my country, I just had never really thought of it as being a difficult process.
And difficult is putting it lightly. Quade Cooper says this is the 4th time he's applied for citizenship since 2015. What are you going to do now? Yeah,
I mean, not too sure. As I said, it's a little bit disheartening from getting refused 4 times. But we'll just see how we go after this. As I said, I had a lot of support from the public, a lot of people reaching out, to offer advice or help. So I just think that we'll see.
Among those offering support are former teammates and coaches.
He's contributed a lot to Australia over many years, and in 25 years of coaching, I don't think there's any player that's given out more, along with the Eelses and the Horans, greats of the game. He's had a great contribution on the field, and I think he's had a very strong contribution off the field.
Immigration Minister Alex Hawke declined to be interviewed for this report about the reasons for Quade Cooper's rejection. But a former Home Affairs Minister has defended the present system, while vouching for Quade Cooper's credentials.
Quade Cooper's a great footy player, and you'd want to see him as an Australian citizen if that's possible. There is a legislative requirement, though, that people spend a certain amount of time in Australia.
Knowing what you know now, do you think perhaps you should have applied for Australian citizenship when you were still playing for Australia?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something that I take into consideration. I imagine it would have been a much easier process. But when I was playing for Australia, I was out of the country the same amount of time as I am now.
What would it mean to you to get that piece of paper saying you're an Australian citizen?
Yeah, I think it would be something like a nice thing to be able to officially call this home. I come home from here every time I leave the country. This is where I come. This is where I have earned a living. This is where I have a home. This is everything, the memories that I've been able to create, this is home. So to be able to officially call this home, of course it'll be a great thing. And I imagine everybody, there's a lot of people that are in this situation who probably feel the exact same way.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 7:30's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.